We're live for this recap of the Bears and the Vikings. Vikings win 29-22 in a very ugly win. Yeah, the Vikings they won. But the Bears, we should have blown them out. And we did in the first half. Second half, we allowed them to come back. If we're going to go over the stats, Vikings, Cousins had a decent day, 32 of 41, 296, a touchdown, interception. Justin Jefferson, 101 for 23 yards for that screen pass for Cook. Cook had an amazing day. He was our light for the day. One of our strengths for the day. 18 carries, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Justin Jefferson, also a star today, 12 catches, 154 yards, and 0 touchdowns, most of that in the first half. Smith, 4 catches, 42 yards. Osborne, 5 catches, 41 yards. Thielen, 4 catches, 27 yards, and so on and so on. Defense, we got 2 sacks on Justin Fields, 1 by Danielle Hunter, and then the combined with Za'Darius and DJ Wonnum. Kick returns, Kene had 3 returns. First 2 were bad. The last one was actually good. Greg Joseph missed both of his field goals today, which was really just bad. If he would have made one of those, would have been great. It's just that whatever. What was I gonna say? I don't know. And the punting by Ryan Wright, only 1 punt today, and it was a terrible punt. Special team just wasn't good today. Rieger also bobbled a punt, and that was just bad. Ended up bad. So, ended up bad in terms of not that we lost it. Sorry, we didn't lose it, but we just bad. Just another special teams bad. Meanwhile, the Bears on offense, Justin Fields having one of his best days ever, 15, 21, 208, a touchdown, 0 interceptions. Justin Fields ran for 47 yards. Almost had a 50-plus yard run, as I was saying during the live stream, but it was called back. So luckily that didn't happen. Montgomery, 12 carries, 20 yards. We held him very good. I really love that for a touchdown. Herbert only 11 yards. Montgomery, best receiver today with that 1 big screen pass. Total of 4 catches, 62 yards. Mooney, 2 catches, 52. Komet, 4 catches, 45. Their defense got to Kirk Cousins 1 time, and that was, again, Justin Jones. So there was that. The interception was by Kendall Vildor. And they were Cairo Santos, perfect, absolutely perfect in kicking, unlike Greg Joseph. 3 of 3, 51-yard longest, and punting decently well, except on the coverage on one of them. They couldn't punt down at the 1. We couldn't stop Fields. Exactly. We could not stop Fields. If anything, the penalties really, that 1 penalty on that long 50-plus yard run by Justin Fields really helped us right there. So, yo, Luke, how we're going? Well, Vikings are number 1 in the NFC North, which is always good. It's just a very ugly 4-1. We might be the worst 4-1 team in the NFL right now. Like the Cowboys are us and the Giants are on that same level right there. So, in terms of who's the worst 4-1 team right now, Cowboys are better now. Definitely for sure. Who else is 4-1? Yeah, I'm looking at Bills are better than us. Chiefs are going to probably win tonight. Are clearly better than us. Cowboys better than us. Yes, us and the Giants competing for who's the worst 4-1 team in the NFL. Yeah, that was a soft call. On that. He just threw his hands up. I forgot who it was. Was it Dancer or something like that? I think. Threw his hands up. Be like, hands up. They're singing my call. Making that play go away. putting my hands up like, yeah. Calling it back like, yeah. They're not too bad based on today. Correct. They're not too bad based on today. But I need to know, are the Packers bad? Like, that's a thing. Are the Packers just mid? Like, they're beating the Buccaneers with no wide receivers and the Bears. And I know we barely beat the Bears. So can't really say too much about that. But still, like, we're sort of in similar situations about being mid and how we're approaching that. Packers not having the offense, us not really having the defense, but also sometimes not having the offense. Sometimes we let go of a 21-3 lead, and yeah, I mean, but we came back in that final drive. So I feel like the Packers are not so. They're not so good this season. They are not. They are absolutely not good. Not really good this season. So, but we're not that good this season as well. We're getting a lot of ugly wins, which is, winning is winning. But I want to throw up right now over all the wins except the Packers win. Next week we've got the Dolphins, who were lucky enough that are going to be injury filled. Tyreek Hill got a foot injury today, so we'll see how that's going to play in effect. Who's going to be the quarterback for the Dolphins? Will it be Teddy? Will it be Tua? Will it be their third string quarterback? Who knows? So we'll have to wait and find out about that. So I don't know what next week's gonna bring. We might just get lucky next week because of injuries for the Dolphins, because they lost to the Jets this week. So we might be in a very ugly 5-1 going into the bye week, because after the Dolphins is our bye week. So, like, I should be very excited that we won and all of that, but it's bad. It's bad. This is bad. We need to fire Ed Donatel immediately. And then, just make the offense needs to be on 24/7. Not just we're up 21-3, just take it back. No, we need to be full steam ahead every single time. And that's just been frustrating to me, that we cannot have a good full all around game except for against the Packers. So yeah, this is very ugly win. Next week could also be a very ugly win for the Vikings. So yeah. 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 Yes, the black part right here. Yeah, thank you. But another very ugly win for the Vikings. I don't know what we're gonna be doing going forward. We're not gonna win against tough teams like this. You play to win the game. You play to win the game, and you got to have hope in your team. Because if you don't have hope in your team at all, then what are you doing? If you do not have hope in your team at all, then why are you? I don't know. So, do you feel the Vikings are getting better each week? They're winning, so that's something. So, better in terms of winning, yes. They're not getting better, but they're not getting worse. They're just the Vikings. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say in terms of that. So, if you haven't yet, so yeah, it's one game at a time, but also looking ahead, because the Eagles did win against the Cardinals. We want to be as good as possible going into when we eventually make the playoffs, because we know we're going to make the playoffs, more than likely. So we just got to keep looking ahead, do what you can, but also be conscious of what everyone else is doing also. So Yeah. Um, and right now we're the number 2 seed. So we would be playing the number 7 seed Packers. So I like it. I like it. So that's all I really got to say in terms of this game. How we blew a 21-3 lead, but then Morocco's Kirk Cousins, coming in with the clutch touchdown. If you want to know the exact, since we're already doing this already, I guess we can just go over quickly how this went out. First quarter, Cook gets the 1 yard run after a great Jefferson, all around Jefferson drive. Then Santos field goal 7-3. That's the end of the first. Cook 5 yard run, 14-3. Rager 1 yard run, 1 yard shovel pass 21-3. Then things go downhill. Montgomery 9 yard run, 21-10 at halftime. We missed the field goal, but before halftime. Jones from Fields. Sorry for that. We crashed as I was saying the final. So sorry for that, everybody. I crashed. V, so that was 21-10. Venus Jones, 21-16, 2-point conversion. Darnell Mooney actually in before the end of this on that touchdown run on the set before the second half. A great catch. I think so. There's that. Santos with going back to third quarter again, 21-19, and Santos going for the 51-yard field goal, 22-21. That was after the Kirk interception debacle. So that interception for a touchdown with a sneak and the Justin Jefferson sweep. That's very good. So, um, so yeah. Thank you all for watching. And oh, come on, work with me. This has been Adam, also known as Minnesota Vikings Man 28. I'm sorry for the crash again. And as always, Skull, King of the North.